Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS BIZTOOLS. Happy new financial year. I really trust that 2020-21 will be successful for your accountancy firm and your clients. But obviously, we are all going to be facing a lot of challenges. COVID-19 coronavirus is not over yet, and the situation that's emerging in Victoria over the last couple of days has really highlighted the necessity for all of us to be taking precautions to limit the widespread re-emergence of this problem in our community. I think COVID-19, though, has played a positive role for the accountancy firms around Australia, in that most of you have been heavily involved for the last 4 months in a wider range of business activities than what you normally perform for your clients. Now, I'm not suggesting for one moment that I want you to have a crisis like coronavirus every year to deal with, but hopefully what has come out of this is a better understanding with your clients of the wider range of services that accountants can perform to assist small businesses and medium-sized enterprises in their businesses than what was available before. And this is because the accountancy profession, in the main, has tended to concentrate on the preparation of income tax returns. But many small businesses and medium-sized enterprises have indicated to me that tax returns don't help their businesses. They don't generate profits. So this is your opportunity to recreate a new arrangement with your clients to be able to offer them a range of additional services that will help to add value. So for many of you, I think you need to go back and look at what is the concept of business advisory services. It's a terminology that's been widely thrown around in Australia for the last 15 years. But does every accountant understand what it is? So I sat down and started thinking about it, because I've been a practitioner and a very strong proponent for the concept of business advisory services for many years. And yet someone said to me the other day, do accountants really understand what business advisory services entails? I think the best definition I could give you is that you need to place yourself in a desk in your client's business in your mind. That's where you're sitting. You are sitting there 38, 40 hours a week to be the chief financial officer, a head accountant, whatever you want to call yourself, within your client's business. What are you going to do? Now, you're not going to be there for most of your clients for that period of time. You or your team might spend 2-3 hours a week, in some cases longer, working as if you were the accountant on a full-time basis for your client. And then you will have a greater appreciation of the numerous activities that occur within a business that you could have some input on to add some value over and above the final assembly of the financial accounts and the preparation of the income tax return and advice to your client on the amount of income tax that is payable. That's important, but it doesn't add value to your clients. The basic components of businesses are the products or services. So you could ask yourself what role you could play in that. Well, one of the obvious ones, I think, are making sure that key performance indicators have been identified for every product and service. and that if they are separate business operations, you are going to prepare the monthly financial accounts on an individual business component basis, not lump it all together into one profit and loss account. The second thing could be the team. Your input can be to make sure that there's been appropriate records prepared and that the team have been trained to read whatever reports they receive. The next group is the leadership team, very important. Do they understand what the key performance indicator reports are all about? Can they read the financial reports if they're the manager of an individual operation? If not, there's a role for you to be making sure that these people are being trained. And if some of them have been working up the chain, as it was, and taking on a broader leadership role, they need to understand corporate governance. Helping your client to determine strategies and then implementing those strategies, documenting the strategies is a very important role you could be undertaking. And finally, funding the business. Negotiations with the bank, arranging for the business to be able to borrow money or even go to the public to raise capital, as Section 708 of the Corporations Act, or crowdsource funding, equity raising. I see this whole aspect of business advisory services has been vital for small businesses and medium-sized enterprises as we emerge from COVID-19 coronavirus. From next week on Tuesday, we're going to be producing a short update on various components of business advisory services to you on a week-by-week basis. Once again, happy new financial year, and I look forward to talking to you each week in our briefing on business advisory services. Have a great day and stay safe. Goodbye.